A 14-year-old boy is behind bars after reportedly shooting his 14-year-old girlfriend Jesslyn Jones several times in the head because he was angry she broke up with him. At 11:42 a.m. on Sunday the 8th of January, authorities responded to 21st Street and South Memorial Drive in Racine, Wisconsin, on reports that a girl had been shot and found the victim suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Jesslyn was transported to a nearby hospital and then airlifted to the Children's Hospital in Milwaukee in a serious condition. Police say they took a 14-year-old boy into custody who hasn't been named due to his age. Despite her injuries, Jesslyn could still speak to investigators. She told detectives that she went to nearby railroad tracks to smoke when she told the boy that she wanted to end their relationship. The suspect then allegedly grabbed her phone and threw it out of the way and then shot her. Jesslyn pleaded for her life, but he shot her several more times and told her, "You have to die." Jesslyn managed to run away and flag down a passing motorist before calling 911. Jesslyn suffered multiple gunshot wounds to her head. One went through her right eye and another was stuck in her carotid artery in her neck. Authorities located the boy at a home he had been to earlier and found a handgun and 2 magazines for another type of gun. Police also found bloody shoes and clothes at the boy's home. The boy allegedly told police he shot the girl in a fit of rage because he was angry about the breakup and because of some post she made on Snapchat. Miranda Perella said her daughter Jesslyn is talking, walking and smiling at the Children's Wisconsin just 2 days after being shot several times. She said her daughter's still a spunky self and is looking forward to putting on some makeup. Miranda said her daughter dated the teen for more than a year and never noticed any concerning signs. She didn't even know the boy had access to a gun. "I bought the kid a Christmas present. You don't know that type of stuff until the mask is unveiled," she said. When talking about domestic violence, she said, "I didn't think it was possible because they're kids. I didn't think evil was in kids." Considering the trauma Jesslyn went through, her family is thankful her brain function wasn't impacted. She lost sight in one of her eyes. Her doctors told her she's going to be able to do everything people with 2 eyes can do, Miranda said. The boy has been held at a juvenile centre on a $500,000 cash bond on charges of attempted intentional homicide and possession of a dangerous weapon by a person under 18. If convicted, he faces up to 60 years in prison. 21-year-old Jared Dicus is behind bars and is accused of killing his 21-year-old wife Angie Diaz, who he recently married in October last year. At around 4:18 p.m. on Wednesday the 11th of January, authorities were called to a home by family members after a deceased woman's mutilated body was found inside a small house behind their home located on the same block at 206 Oak Hollow Boulevard in Magnolia, Texas. When deputies arrived, they were met with a gruesome scene. Angie had been decapitated with portions of her body dismembered, and the place was covered in blood. The parents told deputies that her son came inside their home and made some type of statement, prompting them to check the home where they found the body and immediately contacted 911. Jared was arrested and he confessed to murdering his wife. Sheriff Troy Guidry said that the evidence shows a kitchen knife was used in the attack. Everything happened on the property. All the parts and pieces were recovered and submitted for evidence. He said they're in the early stages of the investigation and their motive still has not been determined. There were prior calls disturbance-wise, but nothing to this level of violence, he added. Angie was believed to have been dead since around 11 p.m. the night before her body was found. Jared is charged with murder. He's held at the Waller County Jail on a $500,000 bond. Angie worked at a local business in the area called Jeppy's Meat Market in Taquaria. Co-workers and customers were saddened by her death. She was described as a wonderful, intelligent and hard-working person. Customer Marcus Selleck said no matter what time you walked in, or how you felt or whatever, her smile just lit up the room. It was incredible, he said. Ruth Armendariz, Angie's manager, said that Angie expressed concerns about her marriage to Jared. She was not happy, Ruth said. She said he was a different person before the marriage, and a different person after. He became very jealous, she said. In a tribute to Angie, her parents wrote "Our worst nightmare." Angie was a 21-year-old daughter, sister, niece and friend. Our family is shattered by the loss of such a young life. She was a light to our family and community, always with a smile and a cheerful personality. The absence of her life from our lives will be felt forever.